Alright, this is slideshow 6 as we're putting this cab over together. Here's a shot of the side view of it, one from the front. What we're going to be working on next is the very rear panel. Finish up this bed. So I've made me a piece, kind of bent it. I'm going to have to do a little bit of English wheel work to give me a nice crown on it. So we're working with the English wheel here. Put that on and got a crown. Now you can see I took some conduit and bent on the ends and welded them so I knew kind of like a buck that I'm going to build to on both sides so I get the curves equally on both sides. I'm going to make those in 2 more pieces to get around the corner and then a flat piece in there. Here it is, getting one welded together and clecoing it up. Here's the other side. Now we're getting all the pieces welded together. Just got it clamped up, looking at it from both sides. And the back end. Alright, all of a sudden, boom, we're all blown apart. What we're going to do now, we're getting ready to send it to the paint shop, or to the sandblaster, to get it sandblasted so I can start welding all these other body parts onto the body that are new. My boy had to climb up and have a picture taken of himself. Wish he was that little still. When we got it back from the sandblaster, he wanted to help, so I gave him a DA and some 80 grit, and he was sanding and working on that. I'm coming in and picking and filing and kind of working the roof out and getting this fairly straight. Getting it metal finished up. This is where I welded that all the way around the top. Here we got the body sitting ready to pick back up onto the original frame again. Bunch of pictures around and around it. Alright, on the doors, on the back doors, remember I cheated a little bit, and so on the inside I had 2 pieces. So what I'm doing is making one long one to take care of the whole deal, run it through my Lennox to put the beads in it, putting it in the brake, bending it up, and that will make one full piece all the way across the bottom. That'll match the old door and the front door. Had some rust problems, got that taken care of. Metal finishing the front fender, getting it worked out, getting the hood back on, getting the doors back on. On the door, there's the old where the fender used to drop down in that one corner there. So what I'm going to do is fill that in so it's now the way it's supposed to be on this truck now. So I've got that corner built in. Up underneath the truck, I wanted to put some inner panels in there. So this is looking at it from up underneath, taking the front wheel out. And it's the front. There's a front steering box. So I'm making some individual pieces here that will be screwed together, making all paper patterns as I'm working this and getting it around the steering box and arms. And there's got it bent up now. You can see the steering shaft going up through the middle. Now I'm going to build one farther on down. So I've got that made there. That's going to be the next piece I'll make. Again, it works good with some poster paper, and then I can transfer that to steel and bend it up. And I got it clecoed in. So what I'm going to do now is run some louvers. Let some heat out from that motor compartment. So I've gotten the louver areas marked out, and now we have louvers. That'll let a lot of that heat out from inside, but yet keep all the mud and stuff from going inside the engine compartment. Front grill area still needed to be finished. I'm going to do a 40 grill, so I put a center section in it. Here I'm going to have the 2-piece grill, so I've kind of held them up in place where I wanted them located. I pulled the front end off and I ran it through my Lennox. It was kind of tough, but I pressed those in so that grill will sit down into it just like the stock one did. Here it is with both pieces done now and laying in there. I had to cut the tabs and put the screws in and stuff, and there it is back together with the front grill on. Here's the rear section that goes around the back of the cab. Putting those pieces in together now. Click on that up. Welding it to the door post, making sure the door fits good. Got a nice door gap there. And now I'm starting to tack around and come around, pulling my clecos as I go. Working my way around the back. More welds, more hammering and dollying. Everything's again welding with a TIG welder, so I can be a little bit easier finishing all these welds. Running the weld across the back. Here it is, picked and filed and metalwork finished up now. So I got a nice door gap, finished the back of the cab. Okay, inside, this is my gear shifter that come out of the big old semi. I need to build a box around that. So again, poster paper, folded that all up with it unfolded, trying to make as least welds as possible. Lay that out on metal using a piece of 2x4 for a bender, and just slowly bend all this box up to make me a nice box to hide that shifter in. The reverse curve there on the right side, that's where the emergency brake is going to drop down into it. So that's why that deal, you see the emergency brake sticking straight up in the air, and that drops down, it sits into that. Alright guys, thanks for watching again. I've still got a few more. I think I've got about 13 of these coming before I finally finish it all up, and then at the end we'll take a drive in it and take some shots. We'll see you later, thanks.